In today's video, I will dive into a topic that is rarely addressed and is considered somewhat taboo. Now, it's important to note that if these teachings are misunderstood or utilized improperly, it can lead to some really negative consequences. But don't worry, my friend, there is a built-in safety mechanism for those who become one with God and who understand how to truly use their unique spiritual gifts. The goal, when you really get it, it's quite simple. It's to serve and lead with love. Now, I want you to pay close attention because devoting your life to leading with love results in a life that serves as a testament to what the human is capable of. Now, this will manifest itself in improved relationship, increased wealth and abundance, better health, and a sense of fulfillment each and every night. Because when you become one with God, there's no more holding back. There's no more procrastination. There's no more hiding. There's no more fear of judgment. All of that is gone. This video has the potential to be life-changing, not due to my words, but rather due to the awakening of the God within you. You will learn how to fully activate and express your unique spiritual gifts. So brace yourself, my friend, for a unique and exciting journey. By fully engaging with this video and incorporating the insights that resonate with you, I can guarantee you that your life will be unrecognizable in just 6 months' time. Everything will be more epic. Everything will be more exciting and truly amazing. So without further ado, let's go ahead and begin exploring the path to oneness with God and to activating and expressing your unique spiritual gifts. Okay, so I think the best place for us to start is by me simply defining what becoming one with God is based off of my experience. Now, I like to imagine that God is this little mouse, okay? Bear with me here. Now, imagine you are standing at the end of a football field. So you're standing in the end zone. And at the complete opposite side of that football field, the opposite end zone, there's this little mouse. And most of us have this connection with God where we're just so far away from God. God's this little mouse. We're so far away. He's at the opposite side of the end zone. She's at the opposite side of the football field. And whenever the mouse tries to make a noise and tries to point us in the right direction, we're so far away that we can't hear it. We won't be able to hear it. So becoming one with God is getting closer and closer and closer to that mouse, to the point where, like Ratatouille, okay, the mouse is now on our head, steering us in the right direction, telling us what to do. Use these ingredients to make this amazing food, like Ratatouille. But perhaps your call or your quest is to make an amazing business, or to be a great teacher, or to create great music. So your mouse is trying to tell you how to do those things. That's what becoming one with God is. And then it's realizing that you are the mouse, that you are Ratatouille. That's who you truly are. Now, there's a component of you of being the human, but your true essence is the spirit that is instructing what the human needs to do to fulfill its mission. So we got to realize that we are, in fact, Ratatouille. We are the mouse. And so what I want to talk about in today's video is how to get closer to the connection to that mouse. And so I'm reminded of Joseph Campbell's book, The Hero with 1,000 Faces. He talks in this book, which I highly recommend you read it. He talks about how we all go through the hero's journey. Every single one of us goes through the hero's journey. There's 3 phases to the hero's journey. You have the call, the quest, and the return. The call is, Drew, you need to do this. The call is, hey, you need to pursue this thing in life. That's the call. And most of us can't even hear the phone ringing because the mouse is 100 yards away. We can't hear it. So first we have to get closer to that mouse to be able to hear the phone ringing. The quest is taking action. The return is you are fully realized, fully actualized, and now you come back to the tribe. You come back to your family, the people you love, and you inspire them to do the same thing. Answer the call, take on the quest, and then serve. So how can we get to a place where we can hear the phone ringing? That's the question. Because so many people are like, I don't know what to do. Well, if you had a strong connection with God, you know exactly what you need to do. Because like Ratatouille, it's going to tell you exactly what to do, and you simply have to adhere to its guidance. So let's talk about now how to get to this place where you're not standing 100 yards away from the mouse, but instead the mouse is on your head telling you exactly what to do. So this is what I encourage you to do. This is how you can activate your spiritual gifts. It's pretty simple. You have to get really intentional with creating stillness in your life, detaching yourself from all the noise, turning off the electronics, and just sitting down or going for a walk and just breathing. No music, just breathing, creating stillness. Another analogy I like to use, God is like the stars in the sky. When you're in a city and there's so much noise, there's so much light, you can look up in the sky at night, you won't see a single star, but they're there. So in order to see the stars, you gotta drive out of the city. So there's no more noise, there's no more light, and then you look up and then the stars are everywhere. That's how God works. He's always there. She's always there. It's always there. But there's just so much crud and noise that we can't see it. We can't acknowledge it. So we have to intentionally create stillness. This has to turn into a habit. 5 minutes a day. It's really all it takes is to sit, turn everything off, and just breathe. And then from there, that in and of itself is going to bring it to the 50-yard line, all right? To get even closer. This is where we have to start demanding that connection and insisting that it happens and becoming the creator of our life. So what this looks like for me, this is how my spiritual mentor guided me. So once you're in that state of just peace and everything is just kind of more quiet, and you can start to notice that there's stars there. You can start to see the constellations all in the sky. Once you get there, then what I encourage you to do, again, this is what I was instructed to do, and it's helped me tremendously. What you do is in a state of stillness, you start creating a dialogue with the mouse, with God. And depending on your natural inclination of learning. So for example, I love to speak. Other people love to write. Other people love to listen, right? Depending on which one of those three just comes more natural to you, this is how you create a dialogue with the mouse, with God. You, in that state of stillness, I'll give an example for all three ways: speaking, writing, and listening. I'll start with speaking. So if you're in that state of stillness, you say out loud, I now command the presence of God to guide me. What do you want to share with me, God? And you just notice what comes up. And whatever comes up, speak that out loud as if you are God speaking. And just play with that exercise. You as a human, I now command the presence of God. Please guide me. What should I do about my job, about my relationship? And then you're going to notice instantaneous guidance. Don't even think, just speak. There's no thinking involved, just speak. And try not to discern, is this imagination or is this actually God? Just let it come, just let it come. You can analyze it later, but just let it come and record yourself doing it so you can watch it and then make that discernment. If it is coming from God, you're going to feel, it's gonna be like a ding, 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 ding. Yeah, that's true. If it's just coming from the logical mind, it's gonna be like, yeah, that makes sense. But it doesn't just light you up. Now, if you're more into writing, you do a very similar thing. You get into this state of quiet and stillness. You grab a pen and you write, I now command the presence of God to guide me. And then from there, you can ask a specific question. What should I do about my job, God, my relationship? And don't think, just write the answer. Just write the answer. Unconscious, automatic writing. Just write it. And then you can come back and analyze, is that logical or is that actually God-given? And if you're more into just listening, you can just have that internal dialogue where in your mind's eye, you do the same thing. Doing this consistently, 5 to 10 minutes every single day, multiple times a day if you can, at least do it in the morning. I'm obsessed with this connection, so I do it 3, 4, 5 times a day. That's just me. I don't say you have to do that. But what it does is you get closer and closer and closer and closer and closer and closer. And then at some point, this might take 3 days or 3 months. It's different for all of us. There's no judgment here. There's no better or worse. But in due time, it's going to get to this point where the mouse is now on your head. It's always there. It's always inspiring you what you need to do. And then comes the most important part, answering the call. God's going to tell you, hey, you have to do this. And it's going to require some major, massive shifts. Major, massive shifts. It's going to require that you really get uncomfortable, that you take on a lot of risk. And that risk can look really, really different. It can be the risk of starting a relationship, getting out of a relationship, saving money to get out of debt, getting into debt. It can be a bunch of different things. And you know it's God-given when it lights your heart on fire, when it makes you feel limitless. If it makes you feel small or constricted in any way, that is not God-given. That is mind-created. That's based off of your logical mind. That's based off of the environment. That's based off of your past. That's based off of your parents and the teachers and the government. All of those things make you feel small. God-given guidance makes you feel unstoppable. In an empowering way, in a loving way, not in a I'm going to overpower you way, no, in a I'm going to serve you, I'm going to lift all of us up type of way. So you have to answer the call. If you don't answer the call, if you don't follow God's guidance, if ratatouille is in your mind and telling you to put this ingredient in the chili and you don't do it, the chili is going to be disgusting. If you don't answer the call, life becomes frustrating. You can still get by, absolutely. We see people do it all the time. They're getting by. They can even build some material success, but inside they know something is off. We don't have to convince them this, right? They know something's off if they're not answering the call. So you answer the call. And then the second phase in the hero's journey is the quest. It's being consistent. It's showing up every freaking day, no matter what's going on inside of the mind, no matter what's going on outside of you. It's showing up every single day, having faith that you are guided, having faith that it's going to pan out. And it's really a lot easier to do this when you're surrounding yourself by other people who are answering the call, adhering to the quest, being consistent with the quest. Is, I don't want to say impossible, but it's really hard when you look around and all of your friends and all of your family, they're not answering the call. So why the hell would you answer the call, right? We're a product of our environment, as they say. So when it comes to answering the call and the quest, surround yourself with people who are doing the same thing. You have to do this. This is paramount to your success, brothers and sisters. And then the return, this can happen in 3 months' time after you answer the call, because sometimes the call is not that big of a deal and the quest is not that big of a deal, so the return can be faster. Other times, that journey might take 10 years, right? It might take 10 months. Doesn't really matter. Answer the freaking call. But the return is you are embodied. You're a completely different person. If you went back to your hometown, people might recognize the way you look, but you're not the same person anymore. So you return and you're able to provide new insight, new guidance to other people. And so you can teach the youth. And it doesn't even have to be young people. You can just teach, you can inspire. Becoming one with God is strengthening that connection to the mouse. Terrible analogy, but I trust this really making sense. It's getting closer to that union with the mouse, to the point where Ratatouille's on your head, and then realizing, wait a second, I am Ratatouille. And that is so freeing. Now we can get a lot deeper here, but I do suspect this is practical enough. And again, to make this experiential, every day create stillness to get a little closer to that mouse. Every day, facilitate that connection by just asking, God, I command your presence. What do you need me to do today? What should I do about my relationship, about my job, etc.? Ask God. And you don't necessarily have to act immediately the moment you have something. Perhaps you ask the same question for 3 to 7 days. And then God tells you it could be the same thing over and over again, or it might start to be a little bit different. But within 3 to 7 days, you'll know what you need to do, and then you have to act. Get close to the mouse so you can hear the phone ring and then answer the call. Take on the quest and then make the return. Share your inspiration with other people. If you enjoyed this video, I ask that you do me a huge favor. You share it with the world. Subscribe to the channel. If you want to work with me one-on-one as a private mentorship, I call it the spiritual gym. It is the ultimate training ground for embodied leaders, people who are ready to level up their impact and create an amazing life for themselves, serving the world, creating abundance financially for themselves and for the people they love. If this is something you are interested in, then go to the description down below and schedule a free call with me where together we're going to jump on and really better understand what your mission is. So if you need some clarity on what your mission is, book a call. You will get that clarity regardless if we work together or not. You will get that clarity. I love you all unconditionally. So, mwah, peace, love, blessings. Answer the call, take on the quest, make the return, and be bold, ladies and gentlemen. You are loved.